I hope you choking. No, keep laughing. No, all right, no, ready, viewers. We're gonna let you finish this, and we're just gonna keep quiet. Go.
Yo,
Go.
ASMR.
Go.
ASMR.
Go.
Kind of hard to do an ASMR with a very soft sandwich.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Jeez, Rick. Hey. What is this? Why are we on a podcast? Morty, shut the fuck up. All right, we're guests on this podcast today. All right, jeez, Rick. What's your name, sir?
Oh, me.
Niku? No, you fucking retard, Morty. His name is Nicky Silvestri, you fucking idiot.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Okay, I didn't fucking ask. All right, listen. So we're getting down to business, all right? Morty, can you stop tugging on me? But Rick, I'm scared. Is Jessica gonna come? Morty, Jessica is not showing up, okay? All right. Wait, isn't he a virgin? Yes, he is. He's the saddest piece of shit in the fucking universe, all right, Morty? He can't fucking get a fucking girlfriend after the age of 21, all right? But Rick, why are you so mean to him? Morty, just let me speak, okay? All right. What are we on again?
Oh, hey, how you doing? Well, this is a show. We call it Life on Easy Mode, right? It's a podcast, as you know, right?
All right, I have to go. All right, Rick, Morty, come on, we gotta go. But Rick, we just got here. I know, Morty, but these people are fucking boring me. All right, let's go. All right, that was my intro.
All right,
Give this man an Oscar.
Thank you.
I feel like you worked on that a lot more than you said you did. That was
I literally just riffed that.
Did you?
5 seasons.
He watched too much of the
4 seasons worth, about to be 5.
And to think this is what we come back to. This is how we start the show after 2 weeks.
1 week off.
1 week,
1 week off. Yeah.
I
wonder why.
You explained it, right? As a community post, or did you forget that too?
No, I put the community post out,
right.
But I didn't explain, why I was an idiot and why I forgot. But yeah, we're back. Welcome.
We were on vacation, kind of.
Kind of. Well, what kind of house is it?
A beach house.
Okay, yeah, basically a beach house in Massachusetts. And so they had paid for it. It was like them and other friends. They were going there for the weekend, a big vibe. So on the Saturday of last weekend, they asked if I wanted just to stop by and maybe sleep over for the night. So yeah, sure. I drove there
For free.
Met up with them for free. Slept at the foldable bed couch for free.
Futon.
The futon.
The typhoon.
The Japanese would be proud. So
is that Japanese?
futons? They sleep in futons, but
isn't
that what those things on the floor are called?
No.
What the hell are those called then?
I don't think they're called futons.
Mattresses? I don't know. Futons are built-in beds in the couch, and you pull out futon. I don't know what the original name. Why are we talking about this today?
No, now you get me. What do Japanese?
They're like mini mattresses.
Yeah, but they're on the floor.
Yeah, but they're not called futons.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, he is right.
Oh, wait, it is Japanese?
Yeah, no, it is futon.
Oh, so futon is based from the Japanese culture, from their.
So. Okay, so they call them futons, the things that they... Yeah, those are called futons.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so that's... Okay, that's Japanese culture. Okay, all right,
so,
I know.
Yeah, so in Japan, futons are the mattresses on the floor thing, and in America, futons are the foldable couches. Anyway, so that's... we're missing the point.
Yeah,
so
we didn't really copy them. We just, try to copy your homework, but don't make it look like it's mine,
I think it's just another word for bed.
Yeah.
Just a bed. Just a bed.
Anyways, so... Before we went on the vacation, after we filmed the last episode, we were talking about it, and we were like, "Hey, we should still film an episode. It'd be cool to film an episode at the beach house." We're like, "Yeah, sure." And so, since I was coming late, I was like, "You know what? I'll bring the stuff. I'll bring the microphones. I'll bring the equipment." And so, here's where I got confused. This is my fault, but I got confused because I completely forgot that you guys were coming home on the Monday, not the Sunday. Because you would ask me, Nicky, do you want to just sleep over and then leave Sunday? And I don't know why, but when I read that, I thought that implied that we were all leaving on Sunday. So when I came there on Saturday...
So you thought we were going to film Sunday when we got back.
That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. That's why I didn't bring it. It's not like that I forgot. It's just I just didn't bring it. So...
I see.
I meet up with them. We get in the car. We start going to the mall just to see what's out there. And so, Miguel's driving. And he goes, so, Nicky, did you bring the equipment? I go, what do you mean? He goes, the equipment, so we could film an episode here. I'm like, thought we were filming it back home on Sunday. And he's like, you dumbass. We're filming Monday because, we were supposed to film this weekend because we're coming back Monday.
Today, that day.
Yeah. And I was like,
oh,
well, I didn't bring it. Guess we're going to take a week off.
Oh, my God.
And, so that's entirely on me. But, it was still a good vacation. We big vibed. We went to Martha's Vineyard the next day, which is a beautiful place.
Apparently, best burger.
Yes. Listen. Okay. Hold up. Time out.
No, I want to hear about this.
Just listen. So, anyone who's in Martha's Vineyard or anyone around that area, listen, when you get the chance on a weekend, just for one day, even if it's for an hour, you go on one ferry, you stay there for an hour, and you leave to take the next one. What the fuck was that?
I want to
Okay,
listen.
no, okay,
I want to
so-
listen.
No,
Just
keep talking.
I highly recommend going to this place called, was it Big Ronald's?
Does he even remember
the name.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yo, what?
No, stop.
What was it?
Ronnie's, right?
It was Big Ronnie's, I think. What was it
Yeah,
called?
Big Ronnie. You said it was Big Ronnie's.
I think it was. Let me just make sure because I want to make sure I get this
Did you
right.
put it in your list?
Oh yeah, I did. Didn't I?
I hope you did. I would have.
Man forgot his equipment. Do you think he was really going to remember to put that shit in there?
If anyone's confused as to what we're talking about, we're big burger connoisseurs.
Fat Ronnie's Burger Bar,
Fat Ronnie's.
which is in Oak Bluffs, Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
And listen, let me tell you something. This is hands down the best burger I've ever tasted in my entire life. And it caught me off so badly because it's not like a burger from In-N-Out or Mark Wahlburgers where it looks like it's the best burger you've ever tasted. It looked like just a regular burger. Like the bun just looked like, I don't know, it wasn't anything extravagant. The cheese looked okay. But my God, you take a bite into that thing and it's like God was like, you know that one episode of SpongeBob where he faces King Neptune in the patty cooking competition in the ring? It's like that. It's like you have the thing, here's McDonald's, and then SpongeBob, here's Fat Ronnie. You should take a bite into that and you're like, and here's the funniest part. I wasn't even hungry because we had already had breakfast or lunch, whatever, before that, and I was kind of bloated still. So when me and our other friends, because you guys had gone back to the beach house by then, I was kind of full, and they're like, Nicky, come on, just try it. It's supposed to be really good. So I was like, maybe. And originally, I wasn't planning on, eating while they ate because I was trying to save my money and wasn't trying to eat as much. But eventually, I caved in and got it. And best mistake of my life that I don't regret.
Because when we went to get a burger, we would stop at the Old Dogs, the Black Dog Tavern or whatever.
Yeah, Black
and
Dog Tavern.
The burger there was actually pretty good. 8.6 I gave. I was like, oh, this is a pretty
Yeah,
good burger. And then you guys said this is the best burger. I go,
This was a
motherfucker.
9.6.
9.6.
Oh my God! And the fries too were delicious. Sometimes you
Do
have
they have sweet potato?
no.
Is it not a 10?
Well, see, I don't like. See, I don't.
Well, I mean, okay. See, the thing with me is like I don't want to just give anything officially like a perfect
That's me.
thing.
That's me.
Because there's always something you could critique. I guess. I mean,
What
this
was
is me
wrong
being
with it? What was wrong with it?
nothing. The taste wise, it was completely perfect. I guess appeal wise, it didn't look as delicious as it was.
Looked
But I mean,
messy.
it looked a little messy. Yeah, but you
Okay.
know what? That's really not something that's that bad. As long as it tastes good, that's my main thing. But I guess if I had to criticize it for anything, I guess the way it looked. But
Okay, so
and the fries were delicious. I mean, they were just regular fries too. They weren't even sweet potato.
so 9.6.
Oh God, yeah.
What'd you give Wahlburgers?
I think like a 9.4.
I
Let me
gave
check.
I gave Wahlburgers a 9.4 because I'm like Dave Portner with pizza. Like you can't.
Yeah, we
give
have a
anything-
burger list because,
you can't
you
give
know-
it anything a 10 out of 10 because it's like figure skating. If you give someone a 10 out of 10 and then someone is better than them, what are you gonna do? Give them
I
an
need
11
to-
out of 10. You can't do that.
I need
so.
I need to update this list because Wahlburgers.
I did give Wahlburgers a 9.8.
I gave Wahlburgers a 10 out of 10. I need to bump that down to
Yeah,
a
I give it a
9.5 and make this a 9.7.
That's the same thing with movies with me. The highest movie I ever given is a 95 out of 100 because let's just say there's something better than that. Like you can give it a 95 or same thing or a 96. So the same thing with that. But
So then there would never be a perfect movie or a perfect burger in that.
I don't think there is
There's no
such thing
such
as
thing
a,
as perfect anything.
there
That
isn't.
is
There's
true.
masterpieces. There is amazing perfect movies, but as perfect as in like nothing wrong with it. There's every single movie has something that you wish would have been different or wish you would have happened differently or something in the movie that just didn't appeal to you. Every single movie has that no matter where you're going to go, I believe.
I think I'm gonna. Oh, go. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh,
Gonna
no, I'm finished, but...
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to reset my
Your list?
burger. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like.
We just go to the places again. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just...
That should be. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say.
No, let's announce it.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
you do the honest. It's your series.
So, for I've been trying to start the series for
Years.
No, it's been like
Year and a half.
year and 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Year around there.
Before quarantine.
Yeah.
basically.
Nah. So yeah, a year and a half.
Okay, yeah.
So coming soon. I'm hoping for August or mid-July or late July. A burger review series. Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. Is this
I'm
going on the Mr. Broke channel?
Yeah. It
Okay.
is.
And Haunted or Not will also be premiering around that time too.
Ooh, we got a busy summer coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness!
So like if you're in Rhode Island or Mass, just keep
New
on the
England.
lookout. Yeah, we're definitely going back for that because.
Oh yeah,
I will
not
pay.
first, because since
No.
it's still new, since I just had it last week, I still remember the taste very vividly. So
when we start the series, it's not gonna be first, but
we'll do local and then we'll
branch
expand.
around.
Yes.
But,
we'll expand our business.
But you stay on the lookout for that. I had merch, not anymore.
Mad
had a hat that you wore.
It was like a pre-order,
Pre-order, but he bought it.
Yeah.
Mad
Congrats,
Era
Miguel.
2.
You had your first customer.
Yeah.
Good man.
Mad
No,
Era
it'd
2.
be like
Oh yeah. It's like the
um,
Obama meme putting a medal on himself.
yeah.
Or-
So keep on the lookout. We're gonna have special guests, including Ryan Kudish. The
Famous people, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
the famed high scorer, as we like to
Famed
call
gonna-
him.
meteorologist.
Our good friend Ryan Kudish is a burger extraordinaire, a connoisseur of sorts, extravagant reviewer of the burger. I'm going to play for you guys a video here as I explain it, but for our listeners, I'll explain to it as I show the video. We were at Uno's, I believe it was, and we had ordered burgers, and he always orders a burger anytime he goes there. Same thing with Chili's. And he already had taken a bite out of it, and what's funny about this video is that I didn't even mean to catch this. I just started filming it for my Snapchat story just out of nowhere, and as I did that, I just so happened to catch him doing the thing you're seeing or the thing you're about to listen to. He already took a bite out of the burger. He goes to take another bite. He looks at it as if it had a pair of eyes. He's about to take in another bite, but then he stops and looks at it again, as if it talked to him. and then he finally took the bite, and then I just started dying. And
Eat me, Ryan. Eat me.
oh my god, that was unironically the funniest thing to do with food I ever saw. I never seen anyone look at food like that ever.
It was like he was disgusted, but at the same time confused. He was like,
He was intrigued.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna still eat it.
It's like the thing was granting him 3 wishes. He's like, oh, and then he took a
it's
bite.
like he was about to take a bite, but then he noticed something and backed out to make a bike. But he backed out to make sure he saw what he saw. He goes in, but then goes back out to make sure what he's eating is a burger, and then chomps down. I'm like, okay.
God, yeah.
I don't think I was there.
And that's been a meme in our friend group for a long time now.
We like to. This is why I like growing up in the generation, the years that we are growing up, because we meme each other and we do that, because if we were born in like the 80s, 90s, we wouldn't be able to do that. But I mean, only good thing about being born in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be our first guest on Burger Review.
Yes,
Yes,
of
Burger
course.
Review.
And do you have a location for our first episode? yet, or not?
I do, but I'm gonna keep that a secret for now.
Ooh.
I'll announce it later
I
on.
thought
Okay.
I thought we were just gonna like roll a dice and see which one we're gonna go to.
No,
first.
I have an idea of where I want to go.
All right.
We can start doing that eventually.
I don't think any of us have been there. You might have been. I don't think you've been.
Yeah, so shout out Fat Ronnie's, delicious. Apparently there's one in Florida, and I think there's one opening up in New York. I think it's Miami actually. I think so.
Why did you tell him that?
Yes, Fat Ronnie's.
now.
About to make Fat Miguel.
Well, congratulations. Well, you actually told us you actually went down to 140, so congratulations.
Yes,
but,
that's right.
But after
Congratulations
telling
to
him
you.
that, he might go to 145. I don't know.
He's gonna go to 240 after this. But
That
no,
burger.
congratulations to Miguel. You went down to his goal weight, 140. Our man is looking.
I'm still not there yet.
Oh, well,
I thought you
got
were.
that was a milestone though.
Yeah, milestone.
So congrats to him.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, he's not single, so back
Yeah.
off.
Don't hit my line. Sorry.
His line.
Caitlin, yeah, you can.
Yeah, she's just gonna be hitting him all night, I mean.
Firepower.
Firepower. Fat Ronnie's, Miami.
Now we're definitely gonna go to Florida.
Now I'm hungry.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I
Well,
wanted to bring it up.
you know what we can go to after, speaking of burgers, Morty's. And what do you mean by Morty's, I might ask? Well, I think this is kind of not a stupid promotion, but anyways.
I think it's a clever promotion.
Well, hear me out. So, Rick and Morty, season 5. As you can see, if I'm wearing a Rick and Morty shirt in my little intro there, if you heard it or watched it, I am a big advent of Rick
I think
and
about
Morty.
98% of our viewers probably clicked off as soon as that intro started.
Yes, that's okay.
But it's okay. We're still here.
Oh, that's okay. But Rick and Morty, I love, and I think it's a phenomenal show. I only started watching it after, I think, season 2. I didn't hop on the wave right away. But I've been a fan ever since, and there have been a lot of delays with the seasons over the years. I remember season 1 came out in 2013, then season 2 came out in 2015. Season 3 was a big ass delay. Didn't come out till 2017 on April Fool's Day, and then waited 3 more months until it officially came out, and then.
Was the Szechuan sauce at McDonald's, was that a promotion for season 3 or?
So let me let me explain. So then season 4 came out about a year and a half, 2 years after, and then there'd been memes like, oh, it's taken a year or 2, but surprisingly, it took just a year, like a regular TV show, to come back, just under that. So I'm surprised because they were renewed for not like 7 seasons, but 70 episodes, or something like that. So, but season 3, spoiler alerts, when Rick is captured by the. I'm so. Are you gonna? Wait, I'm so confused. What are you doing right now?
No, go ahead, keep going.
I'm so confused. Why do you?
He had this ready.
You told him that?
No.
He told you that?
No. Because he just.
What are you talking about? I'm hungry.
My man's eating a fucking peanut butter and jelly goddamn sandwich on a wheat bread.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said Rick and Morty can wait. This PB&J.
Is there Szechuan sauce in that? What's the deal with this? Do I have to get Rick and Morty back in here? My fucking god.
Yo, motherfucker really pulled out a PB&J.
I hope you choking. No, keep laughing. No. All right, ready, viewers? We're gonna let you finish this, and we're just gonna keep quiet. Go.
Yo,
go.
ASMR.
Go.
ASMR.
Go.
Kind of hard to do an ASMR with a very soft sandwich.
He told me that people clicked off of my Rick and Morty impressions. I think people are gonna be clicking off of this.
What do you mean? People like mukbangs and ASMR, and they like peanut butter and jelly. So just keep talking. I'm listening.
I'm not gonna be able to continue with this.
Why not?
He gets up, bro.
You know what's funny? When I do something or eat in front of something or try to do something, y'all shush me. But when you do it,
no, we don't shush you. You just gotta be funny with it.
But I mean, I think this is my last episode. I think Rick and Morty are gonna be taking over my fucking spot at this point.
Listen, when they start making a season 6,
which they will be, but
apply. Be the. I don't know.
I do want. Did you do this today?
What?
Did you plan this today?
No, man's definitely planned. No, this morning he woke up with a spur of ideas. It was like, fuck, I'm gonna do this.
I mean, if I tell you my secrets, then there's no fun in it.
There's no secrets to your fucking.
No, he has to get our genuine reaction for this. So I appreciate it.
But to tell you what, I did plan this today. It was a spur of the moment thing. So. We're wasting time here, Gian. Go.
I'm wasting time. I'd see.
Continue.
I'm not gonna keep talking because he's gonna make me laugh, though.
Don't look at me then.
Okay, where the fuck was I?
You were talking about
season.
Okay, I know. So season 3 came out. So you were talking to me about the McDonald's Szechuan sauce. So what happened was in 1999, McDonald's did a promotion about Szechuan sauce for the animated movie Mulan, and it was the greatest sauce to mankind by McDonald's.
It's not.
So anyways, so when season 3 happened, the first episode were premiered on April Fool's Day. No one thought it was real because it was only on AdultSwim.com. People were like, oh, it's an April Fool's joke, but it really wasn't. It was the actual episode, and then the actual season came out months later. And that's really when I hooked onto the series. But anyways, in the episode, he's captured by the galactic oh my god, I'm blanking out. But he's captured by the Galactic Center, or the Galactic Center, freaking Star Wars. He's captured by them, but they have him hooked up to the machine to try to find out his ideas of how he created the portal gun because he is the smartest Rick in the entire universe. So they're trying to snatch how he created it and then kill him afterwards. But he falsely gives them the actual thing. But in that idea, it's in his dreams. So he goes and like the bad guy's like, well, why are you here? And he goes, because fucking the Szechuan sauce. This is the greatest fucking sauce ever. And then fucking that. So then I believe it was that summer or right after.
It was during school.
But there was 2 different promotions. So there was the one season where there was only 10 Szechuan sauce given to each McDonald's. Only 10 packets, or 10 to 15.
Throughout the whole country?
Throughout the entire country.
Sheesh.
That was a terrible marketing thing for them, because that's what they did. Months later, it was 2018, I remember.
It was 2018.
No, wait.
It was
senior year.
I think it was
year. So that happened. Yep. No, I remember. So that was the summer. It went to shit. It was almost 2018. I remember because I remember we were seniors. I remember that.
What do you mean?
It was late
It was
2017.
fall.
but
It was fall.
Yeah,
They
it
came.
was fall.
They
It was
came
fall.
back with the Szechuan sauce promotion because season 3, I think, just ended or was still. I forget.
Because I do remember. I remember this for a fact because we used to park
went-
next to each other in senior year of high
Yes. So
school.
we went back there because they.
But that doesn't mean anything. You could have parked.
Okay, trust me.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I could literally pull up.
I'm just saying that's the reason why I remember because we
But-
used to park next to each other and he was like, Nicky, McDonald's brought back the Szechuan sauce. And I was like, oh, cool.
But anyways,
What's that?
so we went back and I actually like the sauce.
You got a little peanut butter.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry. Anyways.
Dumbass. So, fucking up. Which actually, Rick actually said fuck nut, and I think you got that from just calling me fuck nut. But, they came back with it. I thought the sauce was actually pretty good. I don't think it was the greatest sauce in the universe. I forget. It's like a combination
It's a
of
soy sauce.
It's like a soy sauce but mixed with something else. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was. Maybe barbecue.
I don't remember.
I think.
If I remember correctly, it was kind of like soy sauce, but didn't it have a little bit of like a sweet taste to it?
Yeah,
kinda?
yeah. So but it was a good sauce. Though.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
worth people riding over like
No.
they did.
No, freaking going out of that. But anyways, so that was the McDonald's sauce. But so now season 5 is back. No one knew when it was going to come out. They announced it earlier this year, I think February or March, and then boom, Wendy's recently just changed their entire logos on Twitter, maybe Instagram, I haven't checked. This last week, they call Wendy's Morty's. And in their bio, like they change Morty as the Wendy's girl. And in the bio is like, try our new Jerry burger or something like that. There's a Wendy's down the street from us. I don't know if I'm going to go there and they're going to be promoting that shit, but here's the thing. I don't know why they didn't do McDonald's, because McDonald's helped promote the original season 3. I get maybe, Wendy's probably, or they probably paid Wendy's a lot more, or Wendy's paid them a lot more to do it.
Nice.
They changed it on.
I love it too. But look how they'd speak though in their recent tweets though. So, sir, like this is Morty's, and then like all Morty's restaurants now have Pickle Rick Pickle Frosties. Portal over to Panera City to try it out, which is where they blowed it up. And if anyone sees a Mr. Meeseeks walking around 14645 Rosso Boulevard, Panorama City, California, please let him know that his break is over. The sooner he finishes his shift, the sooner he can disappear. So,
I think it's because Wendy's has such like a big advertisement. Like they have
Twitter
like
advertisement too.
They have a control over
Yes,
Twitter.
yes,
Like
definitely better than any fast food.
Their
any
marketing
restaurant,
brand.
any food.
No, any
marketing-
brand.
Their marketing department is god
It's
tier.
the best
I
for
think
any company.
They are the ones who started like the all the food chains, Pop-Tarts, Denny's, McDonald's, every single food chain. They hop on board and like to whatchamacallit. Well, any Twitter, like famous Twitter company, to conversate with their with the people following them, like to communicate with their
they like popularized the idea of the company itself, like communicating with someone on Twitter just by replying to them as if they were like buddies.
which honestly helped them. I think,
God, yeah.
by
Because it shows that like, all right, these guys maybe are human beings and not a corporation.
They better be big. Whoever is in control. I think there's one person who's in control of that, but the Twitter, because they tweeted a while ago. But like,
Pay them a lot of money.
they
remember
give
the
them
first
or
one?
him, her. They give them a lot of money.
They were roasting a guy for the
Roast for the
Yeah,
bread.
you-
We
you-
talked about this actually.
Yeah, I
the
think so.
Wendy's
we have
roast a while ago.
the tweet that started it was like you forget we had refrigerated trucks, buddy, or some shit like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then there was like frozen beef.
But
some
anyways,
mixture on there. Yeah.
I want to see if it's real, and I want to go to there and make a TikTok and pretend I'm Rick and Morty.
It would have been cool if they changed all like Wendy's to Morty's, but that would have costed a shit ton.
No,
of
no.
money.
Yeah,
that
that
would have
would've
been
cost a
so
lot of
much money. But I wonder if I'll try to do it at this Rick and Morty since Rick and Morty.
He's already calling it.
He's already living
It
in
worked. It worked.
He's already
Anyways,
living in a utopic world
I
where
love
everything's called Rick and Morty.
I love Rick and Morty because it's not only is it like it's an Adult Swim show, but it's not like one of those shows where it's an episode and then each episode throws away the rest of the season. Like it each episode builds and it reminds everyone. It's like what episode? Like something like maybe iCarly and Victorious, or like Drake and Josh is a good example where they never really go back. There's not like a big lore. There's just an episode to make people laugh and that's it. Where there is, or like Family Guy too, or The Simpsons kind of, not really, but or like the SpongeBob movie. They never like went after the SpongeBob movie happened.
You'd
they
love
never,
animes then.
Yes, or like big thing like BoJack Horseman. TV shows, like obviously like Breaking Bad, like those big TV shows, but Rick and Morty goes back to seasons very, very subtly and very big, because it's like BoJack Horseman, where BoJack Horseman is a lot stronger in its depiction of depression, alcoholism, and like that's a really, as funny as it is, that show hits like really, like it's sometimes it's disturbing to people because of how strong it is. Like it's a very, very good show. Rick and Morty takes a step back, but it does show like how Rick is like, as much as he is the most conceited bitch in the whole universe, he only thinks of himself, that he doesn't believe there's a God. He believes that he is the center of the universe, and he doesn't believe he's the center of the universe, but he believes that everything and nothing like makes sense, like everything doesn't happen for a reason, like blah blah blah. But he also is like sad, like that episode I showed you of how he was sitting on the toilet. This is season 4, spoiler, where this dude, he has, because Rick is a shy pooper, and he has his own world in his own toilet, and he shits by himself, but he notices that someone's been taking a shit on his toilet, so he goes out and finds out, and then the one scene where he goes to like the person's workplace, and he calls the woman who works at this is a fucking twat. But he finds out that, this person that he came into contact has like a lot of personality traits that he does, and then actually, when he kind of like insulted him and stuff like that, he actually like died. I forget how the person died, but he showed up to his funeral and said like to the father, like, here's a clone of your son. It doesn't have the same abilities of him because it's not the same brain. And also here's like $80,000 for him or something like that. And then like he left, and then like he was setting up a trap for him on his toilet so that that person come back, but he died. So when he went and sit on the toilet, it was a trap for him, and all it was Rick recording, saying like, "Oh, you're the biggest piece of shit in the universe," but it wasn't the other dude sitting on the toilet. It was Rick, and like Rick was crowned king of the king shit, but it was supposed to be the other dude. And it's like it's resemblance of how Rick is the biggest piece of shit in the universe, because he cares about people very little, and throughout the show you see that. So I'm hoping that season 5 and onward like dives deep into that, because I really like that. Like that's another reason why I think the show is awesome. It's fucking. If you don't think Rick and Morty is funny, you just don't have a high IQ.
And he's also in Fortnite.
But here's the thing. That's
another way they marketed him.
That's marketed, which that's fine. But like Rick and Morty already has a big like fan base, so like
I don't know. He just doesn't fit in.
Because
first of all, they kept his animation style, but they put it in a 3D rendered video game.
Honestly, I kind of like that.
He's like twice the size of everyone else. He's fat.
I know, but
his head is huge.
I kind of like that how they did like a 2D animation, like a 3D built like game. I thought that was stylization.
That's always pretty cool how they do that. Like, you know, how they did like with
Stoppy Shoppy's calling me, guys.
I like how you actually named it Stoppy Shoppy. That's great. But yeah, it's kind of like how they did with the Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner crossover. When Timmy went into Jimmy Neutron's world, he became 3D.
Yep.
No, you can do that. It's good, but it's just like, I don't know, it's Fortnite. It's just always going to have a little bit of a stain word.
The God of War in there.
Oh, that's right.
They had so many.
Master Chief.
Alloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Raven from Teen Titans is in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had a lot of freaking people.
Batman 2.
They had everyone.
Literally, game exists. Fortnite. You know.
Honestly,
Bro.
They're like, yeah, let me just borrow this.
Yeah. Let me just give me these assets. I'll return them to you. You know, when we retire.
Bro,
yeah.
why do people still play Fortnite? Realistically,
Well,
we're not gonna get into
because game leagues, popular Twitch streamers, that whole thing.
It
makes money. It makes money. That's why it's still in the game.
And it's very colorful, so kids like it.
Well, I think as much as we joke around with 12-year-olds and like 10-year-olds playing, a lot of people our ages play it because of Twitch streaming. Does Ninja? I think Ninja obviously still plays it.
I heard Ninja is going to get back to Fortnite streaming. So that's probably going to help popularize it again. I don't. If he's doing it already, then yeah. But
they're in what season 7? I don't know.
You want to know last time I played that? Like the summer of 2018.
2018 when it was 2017, 2018 when it had nothing to it, when it was just a simple game that was fun, and then they kept adding shit. Then it was just retarded.
Among Us.
I've never won a solo match, but we're not.
Same. I've never won a regular match in Fortnite.
I won a solo and then I won a what was that?
You hear that noise like that?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? Everything's fine. Keep talking.
Deli update.
If you make money from it, fine, whatever. I won't judge you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like cause some YouTubers, they have like a code that people can use if they buy something in a shop, and like they get like some money
too,
or
something like that.
So listen, get that money, get that grind.
Go for it.
Yes.
Advertise that Fortnite if that's gonna make you money. Godspeed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
I just myself just don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with Warzone. I never ever played Warzone, and it just got way too stupid. Like now they're doing 1980s, 90s theme with Die Hard and Rambo.
Warzone's not as stupid as Fortnite.
I believe that. I just could never get around to it.
We really sound like Mr. Anti-mainstream. We sound like those guys who, if anything is mainstream, we automatically don't like
That's
it.
not
Well,
true.
well,
I like
that's
Warzone.
I know you
not
like
true.
Warzone.
I mean,
Well, you love Resident Evil 8, which is like the big game.
I
Resident
like 2K.
Evil.
I don't like FIFA anymore.
Well, like, no, continue. Oh, yeah, you used to play FIFA
Yeah,
a lot.
a
I remember
lot.
2016, 2015, 2016 when I
those
would go over. Oh, my goodness,
Good
FIFA
times.
would be the game. But speaking of, like, those, like, game passes and meta passes, apparently, like, Call of Duty now came out with, this is why I fell off with this new zombies thing, and not a lot of YouTubers have too, but, like, they now released, finally, after a few months, the season 4 for Call of Duty Cold War, and now they came out with the third zombies round-based Easter egg, because it was Outbreak beforehand, which was like the thing you showed me, where like there was no big Easter egg behind it. It was just kind of like a challenge.
3 maps.
Yeah, it was that you showed me, which it was all right.
It was okay, but after playing it for a while, it
But
gets
now they
boring.
came out with because it was Der Machine, which is basically Nocturne Totem remake, and then they came up with a Firebase Z, which I actually kind of like the map. I got the Wonder Weapon gun. I think I got up to
The Ray K-47.
Yeah, I got up to around 38, I think, on that. I didn't do the Easter egg, but now they came out with the thing with the new zombie map, which I will be actually. You know what? I'll play it today. I haven't played it today at all. But here's the thing: with DLCs, I remember it was every other month they would come out with a new DLC for every single Call of Duty game. This probably stopped 2018, 20. Yes, I remember.
I thought it was every 3 months.
Yeah, I thought it was that too.
No. I believe it was every other month, because DLCs happened after that year. So they would start off with January of the next year,
and then April.
Then March, because there was always 4 DLCs, and they would stop in August. So it was January to February to March, so 2, March, April, May, June, July, August. So there was always, because it was always 4 DLCs, and then when you get the season pass. I do remember that specifically.
He's played way more COD than
Yeah.
us. So.
I as much as I'm not shit at multiplayer, not the greatest player at all time. I followed the DLCs, especially with zombies and stuff like that.
That one time I was in quarantine for that 3 weeks. I was a god at multiplayer.
You Modern Warfare. I would not hear you.
How fast did you get Damascus again? How
It
fast?
took me a month.
That's not that long, if you think about it in theory.
You think so?
But for a guy that
No, because like a month is because Damascus, you have to get every
Single
camo
weapon.
for every weapon, right?
He's
that
almost
includes bazookas or the RPGs.
how
rocket
many
launchers,
guns are there? Like
shotguns,
30,
snipers.
40?
There's 30 something.
He's almost probably the bigger gamer is probably doing 2
That's
weeks.
one gold
2
camo a
weeks,
day.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It is 1 camo a day.
That's Jesus. I remember that too, because we've been playing, and by the end of it, you're like, oh, I just got my Scar Golden, or
I just got my. I just got my Scar Golden.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing?
I mean, what else was I gonna do? I was at home.
Out of work, nothing.
Yeah,
you-
I
nothing.
couldn't do
push-ups.
anything.
I don't know.
Huh?
Anything else but play
He was,
just
he was
Warzone?
running in his basement. But the thing with this is it's now June, and they've only released 3 maps.
I'm sorry. Cold War is one of the worst CODs I've ever played.
It's not the worst. It's just not that good.
It's not the worst. The thing,
It is one of the worst for me.
the worst I think was. It's not that there was worst. Ghosts, it was just so bland and so boring that I just could not give a shit. I literally stopped playing the
The
campaign.
multiplayer was still better than
The
Cold
campaign.
War.
Extinction was fun until the
I'll
only
give
thing
it
that
that.
stopped it was the fact that it wasn't round based. You had to. It was kind of like Xfil, where you
It
had
was story based.
story based, which I was fine with.
But it was there was a limited amount of enemies. Once you got to a certain area, if you cleared all the enemies, they stopped showing up until you got to the next area.
And the original CODs, I never played the original COD, the first 2 CODs that came out. I don't think I think I went over my friend's house and he was playing PlayStation 2 on it, and I had the controller for 10-15 minutes. But then I was over his house and he played Black Ops 2, and then that's how I really got into playing Black Ops 1, Black Ops, all the zombie shit and stuff like that. But
Don't count out the first Call of Duty. Call of Duty 1, which I had on the PC, that was
I'm
a
not
really
saying,
good
I'm not
game.
saying they're bad games.
No,
but
no,
it's just
It's World War II.
Yes, World War II. As much as I liked it, the story was very cinematic based, and that's fine. They more cared about the cinematic aspect of it than the actual gameplay, which I thought was a little downplaying. So And then Black Ops 4, but we don't talk about that. So
We don't talk about Cold War either.
Barcode. But Cold War, the thing is that they could have, the multiplayer is fun. It's just boring. And then you got to zombies, where the only time zombies are what?
That made no sense.
Yeah,
the multiplayer is
it's
fun, but it's boring.
So it's fun that it's fun to a point where we were playing, and like I kind of rage quit because Kenny was pissing me off. He was throwing axes at me.
I remember that. I was there for that game.
But it was fun with people. But then you play obviously play it by yourself online with other people, not with your friends, and it's boring. Same thing with zombies. With Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, I can play zombies. Sometimes I can play zombies by myself and be energetic. Obviously, it's a lot more fun nowadays when it's with other people, because if I play Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 now without anyone watching me or without doing anything like something cool like doing leaderboards or recording, it's a little boring. But when it came out, playing that for months and months on end by yourself was so awesome. And then I played Firebase Z once, 38 rounds. Okay, I'm done with this game. I'm done. It's
not
the
a good game.
replayability of
It's
Call of
not
Duty
there.
has been going down. It started with Black Ops 4, and then Modern Warfare came out. With the campaign was really good. Multiplayer was
I'm gonna disagree with him here because
I don't think it's a terrible multiplayer. I don't think it's the greatest multiplayer to ever been.
I will agree with you.
Blessed with the.
I say it's second for me.
No,
Second, what was
that
the
is
Black Ops 2's one?
Yeah, Black Ops 2 is one.
Second for
I
you?
can
Holy
really
shit.
Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare
just
2, Modern Warfare
Mo-
1.
I would compare for me.
Honestly, Advanced Warfare is up there.
That's what I was gonna say. I think for me, multiplayer wise, for Modern Warfare, it was probably just above Advanced Warfare multiplayer.
It's because for me, like, I don't know. Just I think it's the call I've been the best at.
Okay, all right.
That's fair. That's fair.
The weapons are balanced. You know, you're not dying from like an overpowered weapon like in Cold War.
Isn't
That is
Cold
true.
War the main gun like is it the M1?
MP5.
MP5,
like,
yeah, I
You
remember.
see everyone using that. You,
Same
you
thing
just
with
can't beat it.
Infinite
And
Warfare.
that's my argument for why Cold War sucks, because like the guns are not balanced whatsoever.
Right.
But Modern Warfare is just like you could use whatever gun and you'll sleep. Like not one. Someone's not going to overpower you because of a gun. They're going to overpower you because of their skill. You know?
Right. I mean, I guess I'm kind of the opposite then, because the best COD multiplayer I was at was Cold War. That was the first COD I ever had where I got diamond
Really?
camo, and I would just wreck in that game. But you know what? Compared to BO2, it's shit. I mean, again, I don't think it's the worst multiplayer in my opinion,
No.
but
It's-
compared to
I think
like
it's-
the classics, like even COD 4, like the 07 Call of Duty, that had a really good multiplayer,
Yeah.
and then BO2,
Modern Warfare
MW2,
2.
you know, compared to those, obviously it's nothing. And honestly, Black Ops 1 was really good multiplayer.
Black
My
Ops-
favorite thing about that was that you can get face paints. Not only could you unlock camos for your gun, but you can also unlock face paints.
I totally forgot about.
Yeah, because
I don't
since it
think I
was-
ever played the multiplayer. I know that's a lie. I played it after the fact when everyone was like, this was a few years after I played Black Ops 1 multiplayer.
Yeah.
But
Because, you know, it was based on the Vietnam War, and they wore a
Yeah.
lot of face paint sometimes. So you could customize your face paint, which I thought was really cool. So it was like you could unlock two things. You know, you work for twice as hard.
Black Ops 3 multiplayer was probably one of the COD multiplayers I was really good at, because honestly,
I agree too.
it's-
I did not like
it's-
that multiplayer.
Well, revisiting it and playing it at your house, I was like, it's fun. That's a fun multiplayer. Where Black Ops 2 is really like, I think Black Ops 2
I
is
think
the
Black
highest.
Ops 4 ruined it though.
Black Ops 4 because Black Ops 4 is literally copy and paste without the jump. It's literally
without a campaign.
It's
Without a campaign.
blackout. It's
They're like, yeah, let's pull a Fortnite.
That's
Like,
kind of
no.
what the new Battlefield's doing, 2042. Apparently, it's only
okay.
going to be multiplayer.
Here's the thing: I am not spending $60 on a goddamn game or $70 if it's going to be for PS5 status just for a multiplayer.
That's
game.
what I'm saying.
That is
There has to be something
ridiculous.
more than just multiplayer.
Like when they remade Modern Warfare as a separate game because it was originally for the Infinite Warfare pack, it became $20, and a lot of people got that more than the Infinite Warfare, which I agree with them on that. But if it's going to be above $40 for just a multiplayer game, what's the point of it?
I wasn't gonna get it regardless.
I'm not going to get it.
Unless, like, what are they going to have this thing where it's like multiplayer, but it's like a multiplayer campaign where you can play with like a squad and you can go through a campaign together? Because if
Yeah,
that's the
but
case, then you have a
here's-
campaign as well.
That's what Black Ops 4 tried to do, but
yeah.
failed.
That's what World at War did in 2008. You could do the campaign together with another person, which was really fun.
you mean-
We should probably stop talking about COD realistically.
Okay, we kind of got off
Alright.
track of that. Anyways, the main point was Cold War with their zombies thing and their releasing of the DLC maps. It feels like they're just like it feels like they have not had this planned and they're just now finishing the maps. Like they did with the Outbreak thing. I think that was just a filler so they can finish this next map. I haven't been following with the storyline for this. I should, because people say it's good. It's better than Black Ops 4, they said. So I'm a little interested in that. But the replayability of it, like once I'm done with it, if I play with other friends, that's cool. But with what Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1 did with zombies, when it first came out, I could play that by myself for months and months on end, and then play with other people for months and months on end.
I will say that 9 was probably one of my favorite zombie maps. Though.
That's probably the best one on that game. Yeah. Everything else is just. Okay. We're done. All right. What news are we talking about today? What other thing? We're at 40 minutes.
I guess news-wise, we have a new holiday now.
Juneteenth,
which is today of this recording on Saturday, June 19th.
Yep, we're recording on a federal holiday, so we better get paid for this.
Yes.
Apple, thank God for today's sponsored.
But Juneteenth, I mean, it kind of got momentum last year after the BLM protests. And stuff like that, it kind of got momentum, and then throughout the year, especially with quarantine, and now with the anniversary of, especially with the George Floyd's anniversary of death, and then now after this, I think this is a quote unquote good step towards what people were.
A lot of people are complaining because it doesn't really do anything, and then in theory they are right. So,
but it's recognized as a national holiday so. I really don't want to get into this right now. I really don't want to.
Then don't.
Just make it quick then. Why not speak your piece? This is a new federal holiday. Let's just talk about it.
Well, because it's going to be part of BLM. So I believe in the BLM protest. I believe that is I believe that is great. I believe that we should be protesting equal rights. There are bad people out there, bad police officers. I do believe that there are hundreds upon thousands of bad police officers.
I wouldn't say thousands. No.
I would say thousands. United States is a big ass country.
338 million people. There's
but how many police officers are there throughout the country?
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, and 98% of them are good people. 99% of them.
I would maybe go to say 80%.
Listen, with every department, there's always the bad apple, but like to say thousands,
you gotta remember there's big ass cities like New York. Houston, California.
Anyways, I believe that there are people who are not getting mad that this is not doing the right thing. I believe that. See, this is why I'm kind of the good speaker in this. I'm not very political like both of you are. You are more on.
He's more left-leaning.
I'm
more right-leaning.
More right. I'm in the middle. I'm with Mickey Mouse.
That's why this works. Because anytime a political topic like this comes up, you have more left-leaning thoughts. You're in the middle.
Yes.
And I'm more conservative. That's just
so I see both sides. I don't agree with both sides on things, but I see both sides as things. So, but I'm with Mickey Mouse. So, this Juneteenth holiday is in my eyes a right step towards something that. Because not only is this recognized as a national holiday, but national holiday means no work. No work. No schools.
No federal work.
No federal. If there are schools during this, no schools. They time and a half, hopefully.
That's what
I'm about to ask today when I go into work. Like, am I getting? No.
That's the thing. Like, listen, even if this
it's
doesn't,
a national holiday. They have to. If it's decreed as a national holiday by.
But like 2 days ago.
As a national holiday, when they signed the little,
I'm gonna ask.
I would ask.
They should. If not, then that's a problem.
Even if this doesn't do like what you were saying, even if this doesn't do what people necessarily want towards this movement, I would say enjoy it for what it is. It's giving recognition to the Emancipation Proclamation and Black Lives Matter, and if it's a federal holiday, you should be getting paid time and a half, or you get time off at work. So I would say, enjoy the benefits of this.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that.
And I, as much as I agree with people, like, yes, the BLM movement should do more in. Well, they have been doing more with. Isn't it like the George Floyd Act where?
I don't think
he would know more about that.
It's not passed.
I don't think he's. The only thing Joe Biden has done is the Juneteenth federal holiday that I know of so far. I could probably be wrong.
So I do believe that there should be more done with that. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that. Here's the thing with BLM protesters. They, as much as I agree with you, as much as I support you, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year. It's not going to happen in 2 years. It's going to take years to help this out. It's the same thing what happened with Martin Luther King Jr. Right after he was assassinated.
You want to say that one more time?
What? No.
Did you hear him stutter?
What, Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's nervous. Let him be.
Right. If I say one thing wrong, I'm fucked. So, after he was assassinated, it's like the TikTok with the dude, and he has the girl, and everyone keeps.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's been happening again.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Anyways, after he was assassinated, it took a while for things to get movement, and especially with Malcolm X too. It happened over time. So I do believe that in the coming years, we do see things. I do believe that police officers, I think that's what the George Floyd Act did. It was to.
Oh wait, no. I think
isn't that the act where it goes for police officers to do more training? Or no, it was.
Oh no, then never.
What's the
mind.
George Floyd Act?
Just
Let
look
me
it
look
up.
it up.
I
I'll
do
look it
know.
up. Keep talking.
I do know that.
I'm sorry. Wait, real quick. If you look up George Floyd, it says American hip hop artist.
No way.
I'm not even kidding. So it's called HR 1280.
Why does it say American hip hop artist?
Yeah, it does. That's what I'm saying. All right, so it's currently in the process of being passed by the House.
Yeah.
So what is it? So it says the bill addresses a wide range of policies and issues regarding policing practices and law enforcement accountability.
Yep.
It increases accountability for law enforcement misconduct, restricts the use of certain policing practices, so probably maybe things that would regard as police brutality maybe,
Yes.
enhances transparency and data collection, and establishes best practices and training requirements. So basically it's just like more training and being held more accountable.
So yes, and if a police officer does something that is unethical or obviously grabs attention, then it's more punishment is severe for those police officers. So I think that is the right step forward. I think that act is great, and especially what happened recently with this was a few months ago where Chauvin was whatever his name is, that piece of shit was placed for years and years in jail. So that's obviously the right step forward.
No, they still have to. They still have to give him his sentence.
Yeah.
He was found guilty on all charges, but they haven't sentenced him yet.
What was the sentence packed onto? What was all the sentence?
He was found guilty on all three charges. I forget what the charges were.
75 years plus.
Something like that, but they haven't officially given him a
That's what
sentence.
I
He's
got.
gonna get life in prison.
If they give him less than 10, I'm gonna have to. I will be a little upset.
That's
about
another riot.
that.
That's another
Wait,
riot waiting to happen.
Here's my question though, in regards to this act. It says it increases accountability for law enforcement misconduct. So hold on, is that going to create like a mob mentality? Like if you have a bunch of people on Twitter protesting for this police officer to be held accountable?
No misconduct. So for the future uses of police officers, if they are caught doing something in their act and they violate their,
because most cops get away scotch-free.
Yes, most do. I hate saying it, but a lot of people do. And then
Bill enhances existing enforcement mechanisms to remedy violations by law enforcement, among other things it does.
Because they do get away for like, so.
Well, it will fall from a technical
I don't think it'd be from Twitter. I don't think they have the legal standing.
Yeah, I was about to say because you do understand that there's a lot of mob mentality out there.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah, God, yeah.
And not even just with law enforcement, but just like with social media, if you have like mob mentality where if someone says something, they just cancel
recently,
someone.
Cancel culture.
The new, I was looking at this on Facebook. I didn't read into it a lot, but the new face of Victoria's Secrets in U.S. soccer apparently 10 years ago, there was a tweet that she said, and now she's getting backlash. I'm like, are you? I really read that. I go 10 years ago.
That's
I'm
the start of every like post in regards to canceling someone, because it's always a tweet they said 10 years ago.
If this was a few months ago, okay, this is a decade ago. Like,
you know how different the internet was 10 years ago? It was a Wild West. Even up to like 5 years ago.
When did Twitter start? Like 2001?
2006,
I think, yeah.
When Facebook happened.
When did Instagram start?
2010.
Instagram was after. So everything.
Don't ask why I know those dates.
Is it millennials or is it Gen Z? It's millennials.
No,
right?
both. Probably both.
It's the late millennials and it's the.
I just don't know at this point.
Guys, if you're Gen Zs like us, what the fuck are you doing? Like seriously,
just don't get offended.
Really, yeah, just don't give a fuck.
I hate saying this, but 10 years ago, people are different. Well.
Dude, 10 years ago, the 12-year-old pubescent white boy was saying the N-word on MW2 lobbies and saying he was going to fuck your moms. That's just how it was. Again, Wild Wild West.
The Wild Wild West. And then, 10 years ago...
10 years ago, I was excited for Field Day. Come on, man.
10 years ago, people change in ways that you
Am I excited for Field Day now? No.
Bro, Field Day at the
I can't even run around the full field.
Bro, I remember Field Day for elementary school, 5th grade, was terrible. It was so... oh, my God, it was boring.
Not for my school. My school was...
Oh, no, wait. When did Field Day end? Was it Birchwood?
We didn't have any field days for bird. Oh no, yeah, we did.
We did. That was terrible.
Yeah,
that was bad.
they
They
were
just
like,
went
"Oh, yeah,
outside.
yeah."
Okay, have fun.
They were just like, go outside. Have fun.
Literally,
they
no
had, like,
obstacle
stations?
courses. No,
Nope, no, nothing.
Bro, we were in the back. I remember I was.
They're like,
cuddled up near a
free
tree.
day, no classes, go outside.
We were in
that's
the
not that bad, but we had that. Plus, we had like stations, like a water station.
I think I
like
was
a-
on my
we had-
DS. I think I was on my DS.
I think yeah, me too.
Underneath the shaded tree outside, because I
like
love
it.
being outside. I
It
love
wa- it
doing
was-
things, but like
It was the one day we could go in and out of the gym and just like do whatever the fuck we wanted.
yes, it was.
Did we have Dells? I don't even think we had Dells.
I don't even think a fucking ice cream truck came
We had
by.
a water cooler. That's what we had. We didn't have Dells.
Bro, Rhode Island's lame as fuck.
Yeah. But anyways, we got a way big ass topic. But
Yeah.
what did we even start about? Oh, we were talking about Juneteenth. But
Juneteenth.
so, anyways, I think that is a good thing that's recognized as a national holiday. Over the years, we will be able to see more things happening with this. That's all I've got to say. And yeah, I better be getting time and a half if I work this next year.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, if it's time and a half, go for it.
Listen. If it's
Again, listen. In this world, you got to be a bag chaser. I mean, obviously, don't do things that
Drugs.
can harm people, hurt friends. But I'm just saying, in this world,
Legal
you got to
bag
be
chasing.
legal.
legal.
Yeah,
legal
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly legal
Legal
bag
bag
chasing.
chasing.
In this world, you got to be a legal hustler. So listen, if there's a federal holiday, you better demand time and a half at your workplace. Just saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Again, we're not financial advisors, but that's just my advice from a
Yeah,
personal.
please do not listen to
a
me.
personal level, that's my advice.
Do not
Just
listen
saying.
to
for
me.
those celebrating Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth. This was 3 days late.
Oh, I can't.
So, you're Juneteenth now, huh?
Don't take it as oh, nobody cares about us. Please, they do. It's just gonna take years and years time.
If you're mad about it, to the racists, fuck you. If you're mad about it, and
why would it?
because they haven't done enough.
I'm sorry, but if you're a
then
racist person,
Racist.
we're just
all right. I'm just
We're getting
saying,
off
why
topic,
are you
yeah.
getting mad about a holiday that might give you time and a half? Anyways,
regardless. If you're mad that it didn't do anything, then just I guess I have no words. Just stay patient. You know.
all right. Good words, wise words from Miguel.
Yep.
All right.
Now it's time for us to have an argument.
Oh
Yeah,
more
God.
time.
So this is it, boys.
Just one matchup, right?
This is it. And
the
like,
matchup.
like
So now-
stated last week, this is going to be an interesting one because it's going to be fair because none of our favorite movies
I
are
was
in the
about to
final
say that.
round.
So out of 32 movies, which originally we were gonna do, I was gonna do 64, but like I said, I love you all.
That
and-
would have taken
It would have been next
a-
March by the
a
time we
sequel.
finished.
We'll do a sequel. About it. But
no same movies.
oh yeah, same movie. Yeah.
No.
Oh no. That's what I'm saying. I literally have I literally had 64 movies.
This guy's going to
picked
start
up.
pulling out movies from like the 40s. Casablanca, fucking Gone with the
mean,
Wind,
but,
Citizens Kane, which are all classics.
Obviously, but anyways, whatever happens today, gentlemen, it was a pleasure doing this months with you. As painful as this was, like you said, our favorite movies. One of our favorite movies. I mean, all these movies are
Whiplash
great for us.
didn't win.
But
I'm so
I think this is fair.
Dark Knight.
Now, obviously, you can debate about what the best movie is ever. I don't think that any movie is the greatest movie to ever live. But we're doing a bracket. We are doing how they beat each other out, like in the NBA, like in any movie, March bracket, anything. So today, because it's one matchup, we will nitpick. We will decide today, as the bracket stands, what the best movie of this bracket is. And gentlemen,
The final round.
it is 1917 versus Inception. Now, I have not thought about this.
I haven't even thought about this at all until just now.
This is tough. We will go around the table like the Three Stooges, like the Three Musketeers, and the
Certainly.
certainly. All right.
Do you want to go?
I
Do
guess
you want to go
we-
first?
all right,
You know, you're introducing the
Cool,
topic.
cool,
The
cool,
final. Listen, everyone. The final round of the movie
Now,
bracket.
like we
final
said,
week.
we did
Here
not
are.
we did not know this was going to happen. This was all randomized fucking seeds. This honestly, I did not see these two movies coming head to head.
I do not think of this bracket at all until the day we start to film.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So this is completely based off right now.
So 1917 versus Inception. Now, I did not. Did I? No, I kind of rewatched Inception like a few weeks ago. Same thing with like 1917, because they were in the finals like for the past few weeks. I rewatched them like a month ago. But 1917 stands out as one of my favorite war movies of all time. I've said this
I
before and
agree.
I've said it again. The way they did the one shot is great. The cinematography, phenomenal. The acting is superb. It puts you in a perspective of the psychological aspects of running only a few miles to deliver a note telling someone to stop because it's an ambush and you literally have a day to do it, so you better hurry the fuck up. And the emotional aspect of like just giving up. Like I actually rewatched this. So the scene where he falls down the river and he floats, he actually puts his head underwater. Apparently, he was actually thinking of just ending it right there, drowning himself. I did not think of that. So he was actually originally going to drown himself, but then he realized what his mission was. He looked up and he saw the white petals. And when his friend was telling him about the brother, about the white petals, and he saw those, and then he said, "All right, I gotta kick back and do this." And then he sits down near the tree, and then he hears the people sing. And it's just very difficult situation because a lot of people in the comment section of that one YouTube video that I saw was like, you have to realize that every single one of those actors are 17, 18 years old, and that's the reality of back in the day. They literally had those young people. And it's kind of scary because and then he goes, "Oh, the first wave's already go over. Oh, fucking A, you gotta rush over." And the music kicks up and you're like, "Ee!" And then the first wave punches over and you're like, fuck, is he gonna even save the next few waves? So that is just suspenseful. That's why suspense movies, thriller movies are my favorite genre.
They make you feel, right?
The movies that make my stomach put my heart in my stomach physically, and I can feel the characters. That's where a movie stands out to me. That is what makes a good movie.
I think you need to see a doctor.
Probably. Now, Inception is Christopher Nolan is by far probably one of the greatest directors of his generation, of any director to stand out now. And every single time he is coming out with a new movie every 2 to 3 years, now it's probably 3 years, I am anticipated, I am ready, I am excited for what is going to happen, and I think all you people can agree with me.
Motherfucker wants to blow my mind every 2 to 3 years.
It's not even the ones that blew my mind, because actually I rewatched The Dark Knight Rises. This is off topic kind of, but like I rewatched The Dark Knight Rises, and as much as I say it's one of his lower movies, I think the arc of the trilogy is still phenomenal. As much as not a mind-blowing movie, obviously, but I think you should rewatch it soon. Oh well, you haven't even.
I haven't seen The Dark Knight Rises.
So The Dark Knight,
I need to watch Batman Begins
Did you
again
see
too,
The Dark
because I've
Knight
seen it once.
But like it's such the arc, the storyline is phenomenal. So he not only does it with visually with the cinematography, the way he mind bends his stories, but like just the emotion it brings off the screen.
Right.
And it's especially with this movie too, because you have Leo, who also has he can't see his kids because he might be framed for his wife's murder because blah blah blah, he was there at the time and point, so he has to go. If he does this Inception job, I forget the Japanese dude's name.
We know you're talking about, but
yeah, but he tells him, "Oh, I can get you off scotch-free if this fucking works," and he's like, so that's also on the hang of balance, and the way he does the zero effects of like as much as he's trying to limit CGI, it's great. The mind-bendingness of the movie going layer and layer and layer, and seeing his wife Mal there because it's also his subconscious too, because everyone is correlated when they are hooked up in the machine, and just the way that it's shot. This Hans Zimmer, probably one of the greatest composers up there with John Williams and somebody else, I can't forget the name, but Michael something who did
Alan Silvestri.
I'm
my father.
Dun 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 dun. Okay. So that movie is just I can't put on pedestal what Christopher Nolan's best movie is, because honestly, you put all of his movies together, and every single movie of his has something unique to it, and it's very hard to say which one of his best. And same thing with me with Interstellar, Prestige, all of his movies. It's very hard to say which one is his best because that movie has that, but that movie has that.
I think I know what it is. I think me and Nicky know what it is.
Yeah, I know. Rewatching it a few times for me, I'm like, it's still a great movie, but
nah,
we're not.
Anyways,
all right.
I think I said enough about these two movies.
I'll go next. So
rip the band.
So I'll start off with 1917. I want to add on to what you said in regards to how they had 17, 18-year-olds in the movie because they wanted to depict,
No, they had 19 and 18-year-olds.
Oh, my bad.
19 and 7. Yeah.
19 and 17.
Yeah.
So, because to depict the reality of how war was, and that was disturbing. But I want to add on to what you said. Originally, when World War I was first starting, no one really realized how big this war was going to get. So you had a lot of kids joining the army, joining war, our age, younger, 18, who were thinking, we'll go to war, we'll see some combat, and then we'll come back and we'll look like heroes. Nope. 95% of those kids never made it home. 95% of those kids never saw the next day. And that's just the reality of how it was, because they didn't realize just how serious the war was and how big it was going to get, because it was like a domino effect. You had the assassination of Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, you know a lot about World War One.
Well, come on now.
Well, see,
I don't know everything, but I just remember
we all know what started the war, though.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact countries and the exact empires, but I was really big into that senior year because we learned about it. And it was basically like a domino effect. When Franz Ferdinand got assassinated, who was with
his wife.
No, I'm saying, what country was he for? Was he Austria? Sorry.
No, I think it was like...
Was it Serbia?
Of
Austria. He was of Austria. Of the throne of Austria-Hungary. Because you got to understand, back at that time, there was like empires and you had like countries that crossed over.
Yep.
So when that happened, there was like a domino effect where it was like, all right, if you go to war with this country, then we're going to join in. And then another country's like, all right, well, if you're going to join in, then we're going to join, because that country that you're going to go to war with is our ally. And before you know it, the whole world was involved. And every empire was pulling in all of their colonies to have people fight. You had like the British Empire, who had Indians and people like in Africa fighting for the British. So when those kids, 19, 17 years old... No pun intended. They never.
No pun intended.
They never realized the severity of what was going to happen. So, and it's scary. And
like
then,
in the movie, like I'm sorry.
No, just go ahead.
But the brother was like, we were supposed to be home for Christmas.
See,
it's freaking April.
Exactly. They're like, we're gonna be home by Christmas. We'll see some combat, but then we'll go home. No, this never happened. So, that is something you brought up, which is entirely true. It's very sad and very disturbing. And like I've said before, phenomenal movie. One of my favorite war movies as well. Because, again, it's different than a lot of war movies, because combat was never its main intention. It was more of the loneliness and just the storyline of the movie. And I guess one of my favorite scenes, if I had to pick, my favorite scene was probably, well, obviously him running through the field when like the war was charging. But another one of my favorite scenes is when he's in the town and it's completely dark.
That's my favorite
scene. And he would wait for the lights to shoot the guys. That was so clever. I loved that.
That's my favorite scene.
The shots for that too, the cinematography of that was phenomenal as well. When he sees
that guy walking from the fire, he thinks, oh, he's someone familiar, but he starts chasing him.
Exactly, yeah. It was really intense. I loved that. Whereas Inception, another story-driven movie, but not the kind that you think. Instead of 19 and 18-year-olds going to war, you have
17-year-olds.
Excuse me, 17-year-olds. You have 19, 18, and 17-year-olds getting their minds blown by layers of dreams. And not the dream that plays Minecraft. No. This is a lot more severity of a dream. We're talking about the REM cycle dream.
Yes. Man, you
blew
my mind with that one.
I was gonna say it too.
Christopher Nolan's gonna be calling you right in a few minutes. Like, come.
For those who don't know, my Minecraft name is REM Cycle,
and it was based off the whole dream thing. So, yeah,
a little thing right there, but yeah.
Although it is a mind fuck of a movie. Again, once you follow it, once you know which layer of dream it is based on the scene, you can follow it along. It takes you maybe about 35 minutes to fully know what's going on with the movie, because the storyline is he's getting framed for his wife's murder because of all the shit that happened. They built like that city together in the limbo thing, and that's what the limbo is, because that's where his wife was, the crumbling city that they had built. And then you find out at the end that they actually had grown old together, but I forget how does he become young again?
No, here's the thing. So
that's right, they were in a dream when they were.
So time moves slower, and this is also the thing that really struck me was like, you didn't know how long he was in limbo with her before she came out with him. Obviously, they were the same age because time moves dramatically slower in limbo. And so when she came out, she was still thinking that nothing is real. But then you realize that they were down there for 50 years. Time for them was really 50 years, but coming out was only like a few minutes, maybe a mere hour in the real world. But when he says when he right before now Elliot Page jumps off the thing and you have to save Sato. Oh, Sato, that was his name. That was, she's stabbed and she was like, but we never grew up. But he was like, no, we did. And then that kind of broke me, because you realize that he spent his life with her for 50 years, and now he's like, I gotta let you go. I spent my life with you 50 years, and now I have to let you go. I was like,
yeah, it was tough. So you had that, and then just the storyline itself, the scenes, like the fighting scenes too, like the car chase, the shooting, the snow, Black Ops style level, snow mission. It gave me that Black Ops 1 mission nostalgia.
Yeah.
So
for you, Mason, not for me.
yeah, phenomenally made movie. I don't have as much to say because you kind of wrapped everything
Yeah,
up for
yeah.
me because you went on for like, well, I don't know, 5 minutes.
3 hours.
So yeah, love that movie as well.
Miguel's
My
my
turn.
my turn.
I will say 1917 is my favorite war movie.
Yes.
As
we can all agree about. Yes.
as Nicky once, well, not once said, well, once said a
probably
few
did
minutes
say-
ago.
a few mere minutes ago.
My favorite scene is the he's in the French town. He's
Yep.
like he has to shoot with that's
Top tier.
yep. I would also say the singing scene where they're like all sat down before like war.
Yeah.
That was a haunting scene.
Yeah, that because that's like a tradition too. Like
The Wayfair sing. what
well,
is
not for today, like for war, but like for like sports matches and stuff like that.
really?
Like yeah, like some Native Americans still do that and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's that's like a callback or some shit like that, or not some shit like that, but like
I know what you mean. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say for 1917. As for Inception,
He goes quick.
yeah, you guys.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
You don't need to repeat. Yeah.
For Inception, I would say my favorite scene is definitely. I would say the limbo.
The limbo?
When he's like, the last limbo, not where
Okay.
where he has to go save Sato and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
You're talking about the crumbling city.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like how it calls back to the opening scene and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Did your camera stop recording? I don't see the.
Oh, there's not enough memory. That's okay.
All right. Well, sorry.
Well, I mean,
Bruh.
bruh.
Anyways.
So if you want to come sit over here so we can get your reaction.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
we can visualize it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
This is it, boys. This is the final time we vote. This is the final stance, and I'm gonna tell you something. I genuinely do not know which one I'm gonna pick. I think you know what you're gonna. I know what you're gonna pick, and I know what you're gonna pick. So it's gonna come down to me again.
No, you go.
No, I'm not going because I don't know what I want. There are many things I'm sure of in life. That's a lie. There's many things I'm not sure of in life. This is one of them.
1917, when just the emotional.
I thought he chose already.
No. Just the 19. Just the aspect of that.
No. We're not. We're just choose.
Well, let's let him explain. Maybe it's gonna lead into what he wants.
Inception, just.
Oh my god. I mean, this is just a movie. It's not like we're fighting world hunger.
I know.
But, you know.
I know. God damn it! Both movies made me feel. Both movies are fantastic. Both movies are. Oh, they made me hard. Fucking A. I don't want to pick Christopher Nolan because I feel biased if I do, but then again, I don't.
Just choose whatever.
Just choose the one you genuinely feel more.
Inception.
I saw that coming. I saw that. And
Just the
I know what you're gonna
mind-bendingness
choose.
of it.
Sorry, Nicky.
You're doing this to me.
1917.
I knew it.
Fuck.
I mean, this gives me a little grant of power though, because now with this whole movie bracket, this entire thing we did,
He
all
chooses
comes down to
Whiplash.
me.
He chooses The Dark Knight.
Can I call a friend?
What? Like a fucking emergency 9/11.
Hey, Dad, how do you think of these movies?
911. Hi, what's your emergency? I don't know what to pick.
Oh. No, I'm kidding.
He has another sandwich. He has another fucking sandwich.
It's like I'm someone who loves war movies like so much, and this was a phenomenally well-made movie. But Inception, since it was one of the first Christopher Nolan movies I saw, I never seen such a mind fuck of a movie like that. Because again, I never watched a movie like Clockwork Orange, which is a mind fuck as well. That was my first time. That's a lie. Prestige was. Sheesh. I feel like if I get a drum roll, it'll force me.
And the winner is of the movie bracket 2021.
Inception.
Yo.
Inception
okay.
wins. If I had to choose,
Okay.
just by a hair.
Just by
a hair.
That's fair.
And that is it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Inception.
That is it. Inception has won. I don't think we saw it. Well, we probably didn't see that coming because we had 32 freaking movies to pick from, and some of our favorite movies were killed in action.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Dark Knight.
I think
Whiplash.
it was fair in ways because
It was.
we had some tough decisions. We had some biased decisions, but overall, each movie that we saw, we all liked in some way, shape, or form. Except for you didn't like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes for some fucking reason.
Bro.
Apist.
I don't like other species. What do you want from me?
Oh, yeah.
Miguel, not human. I think it was fair. And I think if we ever do a sequel,
Don't put any of the.
obviously
gun-
not.
Obviously
But
not.
I literally have over 50 fucking movies to
You know
watch
you're gonna
before
put
you
the
die.
Dark Knight Rises on there.
Probably.
Oh.
we gotta choose because you didn't even put half of the movies I chose.
Well, no, because we had to do it by.
We need to put next
So
time
we'll
we do
do it-
this.
so we're gonna
we
do
need like
your
Pulp
movies.
Fiction.
We already
have
had
to-
Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm super never mind. We need like a Clockwork Orange. We need like a little more.
We need
older
we need
movies,
to
too.
choose our favorite.
All right, so then,
movies.
so you the only other movie you had was
Black
Klansman, but that
Klansman.
was it though.
You didn't put anything else.
No, I put for you because you had
I deleted
Spider Verse, you had Whiplash.
It's too late to argue now.
You know,
boys.
too late
It's
to
already
argue
been
now.
done.
We'll do the sequel soon, maybe next year. Who knows?
But,
that was
wait. Hear that would crack.
yeah.
Miguel, should we wait till next week or should we announce it
No,
tonight?
let's just announce it tonight.
Can we do it?
Are we gonna do it right away next week, or are we gonna?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
I want
all
to start
right.
this right off. So this was Miguel's idea, so I think he should introduce it.
Another idea I'm introducing.
Another
Again,
bracket.
he's the brains of our podcast.
You thought we were done with the brackets? Hell no, bro. We got another one.
This time.
We're doing biggest dick.
No. Close. Music album bracket.
And this time, it's going to be a little more interesting. It's going to be a little bit more different because it's going to be different genres of music. And this, I feel like music is a little bit more different than movies sometimes
Yeah.
because movies people can enjoy more overall. But like, whereas
Music-
albums,
music. Is
I'm
very-
mostly a rock guy. You're mostly a hip hop
Hip-hop.
guy.
I'm in between.
And again,
pop.
once again, he's in the
In
middle.
between.
So we have a mixture of some
So I'm
rock
the
albums,
final
some classic
vote.
rock albums, which came from yours truly. We have some hip hop and R&B albums. and we
R&B,
have
yep.
some
Pop, alternative, hip hop. I don't think I had. Linkin Park is rock, I guess. So
It's like- yeah.
everything.
So it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna start next week.
This one is gonna be a little bit not more biased, but because like you
It is
said,
going to be super biased.
It's gonna be super biased.
So-
And here's what it's gonna be interesting because again, you know how we have he's more hip hop, you're more alternative pop, I'm more rock. That's gonna rotate as to who's gonna be
So-
the deciding factor.
So is
No, I think Gian's going to be the deciding factor.
I
for
really
most of
might
them.
be.
Most of them?
For most of them.
No, because here's the thing. Ready? So, let's say there's a rock album. Most likely, I'm gonna choose that compared if it goes up to against a hip hop album, right?
Yeah, but
So-
if it goes against one of his pop albums, I'm choosing rock.
Well,
Well,
okay.
Spoiler
But
alert.
I'm just saying, like,
spoiler alert.
Bro-
Did you even listen to like most of the?
You have
album?
Harry Styles.
The Fine Line album is a good ass album.
I'm sorry, but if it goes up against Blue Oyster Cult, it's not winning. That's one of the bands.
See,
on there, by the way.
biased.
Bro,
no, what
I'm telling you right now,
What
Harry
I'm,
Styles
what,
is
what
not
I'm
winning,
just
bro.
saying is let's say there's a rock album that goes up against a hip hop album. You're
I'm-
most likely going to choose a hip hop. I'm going to choose a rock album. He's going to be the deciding factor. Whereas if there's a hip hop album going up against an alternative album, he's most likely going to choose the alternative. You're most likely going to choose hip hop. I'm going to be the deciding factor. So it's going to
No,
rotate.
because he
kinda.
has some of my albums that I wanted to choose.
Okay, well,
So
it's going to happen sometimes. It's
yeah.
going to be interesting though.
I'm
so
already
stay
getting
tuned for
fucked
next
in the
week.
first half.
Yeah.
This is
fine.
unfair.
I want to see what. I don't even know what it is.
We should just randomize it again, I think.
No, because I don't even know what it's up against.
Oh, yeah, you already made the bracket, right?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
I haven't even listened to all the.
I haven't even listened to
That's
any of
right.
the albums.
I'll tell
besides
you what-
mine.
So here's the thing. I think we should also put into factor why the albums were created, like what the music, what the lyrics. Because I don't think we should just. For each album, you shouldn't just like, oh, the song was great. We should also look into
you
like
can talk
why
about,
like,
the
the
lyrics,
the story of the song, or the album. Yeah, so
Because that's also why I chose most of my albums.
we can pick like
too.
if there's a song in here that we're not a fan of, or what's our
Yeah.
favorite song. Yeah.
So that's why I chose most of my albums, because a lot of them have a story base. It's very well, the lyrics very well fit. So,
Yeah.
but we'll be starting that next week.
So that's
Thank
it.
you for listening, watching, pooping while we're pooping. Yeah, pooping if you're listening or watching while you're pooping. Listen.
Yeah.
Great. Share
Like, comment, subscribe, or don't.
or
It's up
don't.
to you.
It's and if you don't, we'll find you.
Yeah, that's all. And this has been a fair time with you. We enjoy being here. And Miguel,
Any final words for tonight?
what do you have to say to me?
Pickle Rick.